Leader of the third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. So we've been informed that this is a matter of urgency, that the government has no choice but to bypass standard legislative process to pass this bill in a single day. Honourable Speaker, the third party caucus is not satisfied with the reasons given. Leaving aside the issue of predictability going back to September of last year, British Columbia was the first province in Canada to introduce a carbon tax. For 17 years, we recognized that our actions have consequences, that corporations and people should not be able to use the atmosphere for disposal of their carbon pollution for free. Mr. Speaker, the Green Caucus can't support passing this in one day. Carbon emissions are an existential threat to our future. As such, this piece of legislation has consequences for the future of the planet. Consequences for millions of British Columbians who rely on quarterly carbon rebates, and consequences for the solvency of the province, with $2.8 billion expected to be raised this financial year through the carbon tax. This huge impact means that as opposition members, we need time to seek answers from the government about how they intend to resolve these issues, how we can be assured that polluters will pay, as promised, that families will continue to receive rebate funds they rely on, how the government will meet a $2.8 billion gap. We don't consider that meeting the convenience of fuel producers or aligning with other provinces is sufficient grounds for urgency. We've seen previously the good that has come from BC being a pioneer and an outlier, one with a green tech sector where the lowest income people receive support, where we can be world leaders. 17 years, Honourable Speaker, and a single day to scrap this legislation. Why not take the time that's required to bring forward a well-thought-out substitute for carbon price signals, revenue, and rebates? We also note the precedent for a removal of government revenue, which is actually a diminishment of supply, not requiring a royal recommendation and not being considered a matter of urgency or confidence. This bill could be introduced as a private member's bill. There's no requirement for it to proceed in this manner. Mr. Speaker, we do not support moving this bill under Standing Order 81 urgency. We would ask that you do not support it. Thank you.